Hey, what's up guys, Bajheera here. I saw that you guys liked the last 3v3 arena commentary, really happy to see that. So I thought I'd whip another one up for you right before I start streaming for the evening. This is actually going to be more of like a series kind of game. We fought the same team like 4 times in a row. And it seems like a team that you might end up facing when you're doing your arena matches. So I thought I'd give you a little guide on how we ended up defeating this team or finding ways to defeat this team. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to start off really hard on the rogue. He's going to start pulling back, and this could be bad, and in case they wanted to drop a smoke bomb on me in a kidney, but I'm actually going to be the aggressive one here. I'm going to charge in, shockwave all of those guys, get a fear on the druid out of the shockwave, and keep up my pressure on the rogue. And as a matter of fact, we do so much pressure that these guys can never even get their stuff rolling, and the rogue just goes down dead. So that's like, whenever you fight a team the first time, sometimes just the more bull rush aggressive team is the one that can win, and I saw a little bit of hesitation on their part, so I went ahead and pursued the rogue and ended up doing just fine with a nice shockwave fear combo. So in this match, the rogue's actually going to open up on me and kind of waddle away, try to get back to his team, because he does realize he's LOS of his teammates, I imagine, and he realized that we could blow him up since we did so last time. So he's going to start spamming his feint, really doesn't want to take a whole lot of damage, and he's going to do what he did last game and start to pull back a little bit. But the same problem as last game occurs, where I'm able to charge in, shockwave all 3 of them, pop Recklessness, and deal a lot of damage. So he does stun me and drop a smoke bomb, but I trinket that immediately and hop out and get a die by the sword off before I get stunned once more. So really easy to survive the cooldown. Now the thing is here, I see the rogue going towards my shaman, and I really should have intervened hotted there, because he does get blinded and is forced to trinket with me taking a lot of damage. So if you ever see a rogue start waddling towards your healer, that's a great time to intervene, because you can intervene blind. And if you do, feel like a badass, because that's really cool. Anyway, I fear the druid, stun the warlock, I finally get topped off there. So that little bit of burst from their team ended up being negated by us, so we're all good. I see the rogue trying to re-stealth, so I'm going to heroic leap on top of him. And I'm not sure if I got him out or if he just ends up coming out on his own, but he is out now, and it's our chance to keep hitting him. We're not really hitting anybody else on the team, because my shaman and my priest are doing an excellent job controlling the druid and the warlock respectively. All we really need to watch out for in terms of the warlock are his fears and his chaos bolts. Other than that, we're in good shape, and we're able to just survive their pressure, continue our pressure, and get that rogue dead. And like I was saying, if my shaman's able to shear the chaos bolts and the priest is able to silence the fears or things like that, really not a whole lot to worry about. So we can definitely just tunnel this rogue the entire time, because I'm going to deal a lot of damage to the rogue, and my shadow priest is going to deal a lot of damage to anything. So we're able to hit that rogue, really limit what he's able to do to us, and sheer, silence, fear, reflect, especially reflect those chaos bolts. We're in good shape. So this is the 3rd match against this team. I'm going to intervene hard at the beginning, just in case the rogue is going to try to come in here and sap really early. It doesn't look like I'm able to intervene the sap, but the druid comes out cloning my shadow priest, and I end up getting sapped. I'm going to Zerker Rage the sap, start on the druid a little bit, just to charge in, hit somebody. I get rooted, not really going to worry about this at this point. I see the rogues on me, I'm getting ready to trinket, there's no need to, no smoke bomb, really don't want to trinket without a smoke bomb, because that's an opportunity for me to get global. Although they are really starting strong on me. The warlock's popped his cooldowns, pouring chaos bolts into me. I'm going to try to go over here, I'm going to try to reflect the chaos bolt while fearing the druid. So avoid damage on me and get a good CC on their team. So we're doing enough damage that the druid has to actually pop tree form in order to keep this rogue alive. I'm going to intervene to the Psy Fiend to stay on the rogue and try to keep my damage up on him. Just pretty much tunneling this poor guy, really not letting him get any sort of reopening or some stealth. Once he kites back to his team, I'm going to shockwave all 3 of them, getting the reset on my shockwave and putting out a huge amount of AoE CC on the enemy team. So I'm going to trinket this Cyclone, because I do still have cooldowns up, even though I can't hit the rogue at this time. I still want to keep pouring damage into the enemy team with my cooldowns. So I'm seeing a fear being cast. It's not really on me, so I can't do anything about that one right now, because I'm in a route. But I'm going to charge into this room. I do communicate with my healer that I can go in there, so we're in good shape. I'm able to get a shockwave on the rogue. I'm going to spread my thunderclap bleeds on the druid and the rogue, just to make sure I got my damage rolling. Now here's where it gets scary. I do not have a trinket here, so I'm going to try to waddle out. I'm going to pop Rallying Cry, and once I can leap, then I'm in good shape. Do reflect and incinerate, but still hovering around 30% health. I want to make sure Hotted can't get blinded there, but we end up just killing the rogue, and I'm going to wall just to be safe. So I'm providing these tips in this commentary in the context of fighting this RLD, but all in all, the tips I'm providing you with are applicable to really any team that you fight. Try to find a DPS that you feel like you can do the most damage to, especially if you can control the other one well. That's pretty much the strat. Control the healer, try to control the other DPS, and pour damage on the one that you think you can hit the most. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and see you on the stream tonight. Peace.